Last night was fun. It was two mediocre to below mediocre teams going at it. Not a lot of defense, a lot of weird, bad special teams plays, and a double-digit comeback at the end for one of the worst football teams in the sport that just fell short. Onside kick, muffed punts, big plays, huge fantasy nights for guys like Todd Gurley and Jared Goff. It was fun. But you know what's going to happen today. The overreaction of, wow, the Rams look good. Are the Rams for real? I saw that on social media last night. Are the Rams for real? Can I wait to see them beat a non-trash football team? I mean, they blew out the Colts, who right now look worse than the New York Jets. They blew out the Colts with Scott Tolzien. It was so bad, the Colts had to start a new quarterback the next week. Scott Tolzien got 4 quarters, and then suddenly the Colts were like, oh my God, he's this bad. Okay, you know what? Let's try another guy that's not really that good either. And then last night, they beat a Niners team and specifically didn't cover against maybe the second worst team in football. I mean, Brian Hoyer threw essentially a pick six on the first play of the game. Now, Hoyer redeemed himself later on in the game, actually led a couple of drives to try to come back. But my point is, are the Rams better under Sean McVay than they were under Jeff Fisher? Yeah, no doubt. I mean, under Fisher, they had no pulse whatsoever. In this game last year, to open up the season, remember, the Rams got shut out. It looked awful. Jeff Fisher was dead man walking. The team was dead team walking. So they're better, more energized, more juiced under Sean McVay. And look, they're creating big plays, and that's cool. They also have way better talent than they did last year because they grabbed Robert Woods and Sammy Watkins in the offseason, and now, along with Cooper Kupp, have good weapons, and they're, can you believe it, finding a way to get Todd Gurley involved. That seems like pretty obvious. So they're better than last year, but we're a ways away from saying the Rams or Jared Goff are for real, because right now, they arguably beat the 2 worst teams in football. If not, you slide the Jets in there, and they're 2 of the 3 worst teams in football. Sandwiched in between a home loss to Washington, who I believe is an average football team. So I'm not going to go crazy on the Rams just yet. Nice to see, though, Jared Goff actually looking like a real-life quarterback, because last year he looked totally terrible, a total dumpster fire, and a number 1 overall draft pick shouldn't look as bad as he did last year. So the one thing you can say is that McVay is starting to allow him to be comfortable in this system. But again, had the Rams lost in that final drive because they coughed away a 2-touchdown lead to a bad Niners team, you would have felt totally different had we come off of, oh my God, the Rams lost to the Niners last night and blew a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter.